Okay. Well, good evening, everybody. And I'm joined by Brian Schatz and Patty Murray. Now, look, for weeks, the American people have been trying to send a message to President Trump and Senate Republicans. ICE's thuggery must end. The images, the videos, the stories we have seen come out of Minneapolis and elsewhere have shocked America, from one end of the country to the other. After not one but two American citizens were killed by federal agents in the last 2 weeks, the nation is reaching a breaking point. People are hurting, people are afraid, people are angry. The American people are demanding Congress step up and force change. This weekend, Senate Democrats joined the American people in demanding real change when it comes to ICE and its behavior. On Saturday night, I announced we would not provide the votes to proceed to government funding and to the government funding bill if the DHS funding bill was included. Some may have thought we were not serious, that this was mere theater and business could proceed as usual. Well, as snow fell across Washington on Sunday, Republicans announced they would continue as planned with their government funding bill. They thought they could stonewall us. They thought we would not have the resolve. But undeterred, we held our ground and made clear our demand. The Senate must separate the Homeland Security's bill out of the large appropriations bill and allow this chamber to make real changes to overhaul ICE and to end the violence. Some may have thought they could ignore us, confident the news cycle would change and the public outrage would fade. Those people were wrong. They underestimated our resolve. They dismissed our unity. Yesterday, Republicans tried once more to push forward the full funding package through the Senate with zero ICE reforms. Democrats unanimously voted no. We were strong and we're united. With our votes, we helped deliver the message of change on behalf of millions and millions of Americans who have risen up and supported their neighbors and who have implored their government to stop tormenting their communities. Let me be clear. Because of Democratic unity, the Senate was forced to change course. Republicans had to negotiate with us to pass any bill. They had to listen to the American people calling out for change. The bottom line, the agreement we reached today did precisely what Democrats wanted. It separated DHS from the other funding bills so we can overhaul DHS to rein in ICE and end the violence. Now, there are two steps to this whole process. First, separate the bills, which gave us the ability to fund 96% of the government while letting us now focus on overhauling the DHS bill. That was step one. Step two is now drafting strong, common-sense legislation that reins in ICE and ends the violence. I want my colleagues to listen closely. I want my Republican colleagues to listen closely. Senate Democrats will not support a DHS bill unless it reins in ICE and ends the violence. What are we demanding? We demand ending the roving patrols. These are our three objectives. One, ending the roving patrols. Two, enforce accountability. Three, masks on, body cameras off. Masks off, body cameras on, no secret police. Every officer must have clear identification. That's what we're demanding. Those are our three objectives. And there will be specifics under each of those. We will know soon enough if our colleagues understand the stakes, if they understand how serious we are. The American people want change. Senate Democrats want change. If our colleagues are not willing to enact real change, they should not expect Democratic votes. Let me say that again. If our colleagues are not willing to enact real change, real strong change, they should not expect Democratic votes. We have only a few days to deliver real progress for the American people. The eyes of the nation are watching. I hope Republicans get serious, or they will learn once again they will not have our votes. One more. The bottom line, let's find this last page. I'll find it. Nope, he didn't. Anyway, the bottom line is very simple. The American people are crying out for change. They see what's happening on our streets. They see the thugs. They see the goons. They see people being shot and killed. They see people being punched and pushed around and treated like garbage when they're American citizens, when they're here legally, when they're people on the streets. They want it stopped. We want it stopped. This is not America. Not America. And when you see those images,